Hi, my name is Tara Sim, and I'm a clinical social worker. Today, I'd like to talk about problem-solving treatment as a way to help address feelings of sadness and anxiety, relationship problems, and just emotional dysregulation, which means that you're feeling an elevation in any type of emotion that you typically feel. Problem-solving treatment is a very concrete way to address your issues. What you would need to do is first identify the problem. Be very specific in identifying what the source of your emotions is. I know it sounds simple, but in reality, when we're not feeling well, it can be really hard to identify the actual source of that emotion. It can also be hard to motivate ourselves to implement change. So throughout this process, you'll realize that the idea of focusing on small baby steps to implement change can be helpful with enhancing motivation as you go. I'd like you to write down the problem and make sure that the problem is something that's within your control. So for instance, you would not want to say, my kids are leaving my house a mess and that makes me angry, because then you're putting the responsibility on your children. A better problem to write down would be, my house is constantly in chaos and there is always a mess and that makes me angry. Then you have something that you are more capable of working with. Think about a short-term goal. Long-term goals are great, and I'm a big believer in having dreams, but this treatment is specifically developed to target your emotions in the here and now and to make yourself feel better quickly. Once you have your goal, I'd like you to identify a few solutions. 3 is ideal. You want to have more than one solution because we don't know what solution will be best for us on this day, in this moment, for this problem, with whatever resources we have access to right now. I'd like you to develop a pros and cons list for each solution so that you can make an educated decision on which to move forward with. Then your action plan needs to be as detailed as possible. It needs to identify not only what you're going to do, but how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, what resources you need to do it, whom you might need help from to accomplish it. Then you take one step. You do the first step in that action plan, and then you acknowledge that you did that step. You celebrate the progress of that, because movement will increase motivation to keep going, and movement will help elevate your mood and make you feel better. If for some reason that first solution did not reach your desired goal, that's okay. Acknowledge whatever type of frustration or sadness you might feel because of it, but then make the conscious decision to remove it from your focus and simply go back to the initial list that you had created. That's why you have more than one solution. Choose another based on the pros and cons and take the steps that we had just discussed. Eventually, I promise you will reach your goal. And you will feel better along the way just knowing that you're trying. Unfortunately, there might be problems that you face that are unsolvable because you're not superhuman. And that's okay. Acknowledge that and choose to move on and focus on the things that you can change. Thank you so much. Have a great day.